Hey bug farmers, welcome to Bug Farmer Beekeeping, where we dive into the world of apiculture, beekeeping, and bees every week. This is the place to share laughs, explore bees, and learn together, all without taking ourselves too seriously. To join our buzzing community, it's easy and it's free. Just hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and let's cultivate beekeeping knowledge and fun together. Now, let's get into the bees. Hi, and welcome back to the channel today. Well, today we're at the farmyard, and we are going to be opening up all the hives where we installed a new queen and see if that queen has been released and if she's doing her thing inside the hive. So that's the goal, that's the plan. We're not gonna linger too long in the hives, and this is probably not going to be a long video today. That said, I have 4 hives here that I did not have queens for because 4 of the queens arrived dead. And Mountain Sweet Honey, I guess the ops manager over there, Nikki, she said she's going to take care of me. So I want to thank her in advance for that. But I'm not going to be having new queens sent out to me. I'm just going to get a refund, which means that if I am not well on the way to having queens in the 4 hives that I actually pulled queens from but did not requeen, if they don't have a big population, or if they don't have good looking queen cells in there, I'm probably going to do some newspaper combines with some of my other hives that do have queens, just to make sure that they're in great shape. What I want here is I want 20 good hives with girls going out and getting the nectar. I mean, we're a month and a half into the flow already, and this bee yard is really suffered because of my decision, I guess, to requeen it in the spring. From now on, I will never ever do that again. I'm probably going to be doing my bee yard requeens and splits in the fall. I will never do it in the spring again. I should have just done ordinary splits at the 1st of March, let them generate a new queen, and then let them build up their brood until about this time when they would be at peak efficiency. And right now, that's just not happening in this bee yard, which is sad, but lessons learned. That, and I will never ever order queens by mail again. It's just, that's not going to happen. I may order queens in the future, but I will drive and pick them up and bring them back myself. Even if it means a long drive to get the queens that I want, that's what I'm going to do. I'm no longer going to be ordering queens by mail. I just don't trust the process. UPS kept these queens sequestered in a warehouse without any food or water for like 3 or 4 days. And that's probably what led to the queens arriving dead and the other queens that I installed being very, very lethargic and on the verge of death. I hope that they've all been released and that they made it out of their cage. If they didn't get released and they died in the cage, Mountain Sweet Honey said they will take care of that as well. Because again, this all pretty much falls on UPS's, on their table there, because they were supposed to do an overnight delivery. I was supposed to have them on a Friday, and I didn't get the queens until actually Monday and Tuesday. The order was split. So anyways, with all that said, let me get my gear on, my smoker lit, and we're going to jump around these hives really, really quickly and make sure that the queen has been released. And if any of the hives need a new bottom board, I have it. If any of the hives need a new lid, I've got that. If they need another super, I've got supers here. And I have some heavily waxed deep frames in case they have stored too much honey down in the bottom. I can actually remove honey frames. I'll just put them in I guess, nukes here. And we'll take those back and give those to the girls at the house. And we will give these girls empty, undrawn, heavily waxed frames for the brood chamber. Anyways, let me get my smoker lit. We'll get into these bees. And I've got my bucket for burr comb. A lot of you in the comments have been letting me have it for throwing comb on the ground. I'm going to try not to do that. Just so you know, every hive that has a brick laying down sideways, usually when my hive is queen right, I'll put my brick like this. For all the hives where I actually put a queen in the box, the brick is sitting like this. So I know exactly which hives to go into. We're not going through all the hives today, just the ones where the brick is like this. So there you go. Let's jump in, see if we can't find the queen, see if she's been released, see if all is right with the world. Let's hope that it is. Hello, ladies. Hello. We're just going to move some boxes really quick. We're not going to linger up top. Oh, that is a full box of honey. Goodness. Almost full. They've got one shoddy frame in here that I'm going to replace. This frame here is not being drawn out. I've got a heavily waxed one I'm going to give them. Heck, we'll give them one that's been started, but the goal is for these girls to draw this out. So there you go. There's a head start. Heavily waxed frame. Have at it. Okay, the population is lower in this hive than I would like it to be, and that is a fact. Okay, but I'm not going to complain. We're going to look for the queen and hope that she has been released. Let's have a gander. All right. Let's give them a little bit of smoke. I need to go get my sugar syrup. It's in the car. Or the truck. Truck, car, tomato. Okay. I wore the wrong shoes today. I wanted to wear my my muck boots. Unfortunately, okay, they have a full frame of nothing there. I'm going to replace at least 2 of these frames. Okay, I see the queen cage, and she has been released. Fellas and fellettes, let's see if we can't find her in here. Oh, they have a queen cell right there. Let's see if we can't find our queen. We may have to leave that queen cell in there. Oh, we have another queen cell here. It's a supersedure cell. And another one going right there. This is not a good sign, folks. Not a good sign. I'm really rooting for these queens because, again, I have had mountain sweet honey queens in the past, and they've been good queens. And I don't like the situation I found myself in this year. It's just not good. Here's the cage. This is the cage, and she has been released. So let's see if we can't find her. Or at least some eggs. Eggs would mean, if I find eggs, I'll be happy. Eggs will make me happy. Okay. Okay, so far I have a frame with queen cells on it. And I see more queen cells here. Okay. Oh, I have eggs. Okay, I see eggs. And because we have eggs, that means I'm going to go ahead and whack the queen cells, even if I do not find the queen. Because that means we've got a laying queen in here. That makes me happy. Oh, there she is, right there. There's our queen. We're going to go ahead and give her a nice blue dot. As soon as she gets up on the thick comb, there you go. Okay, let's give her a dot. Give her a racing stripe. Let her know she's part of the family. She has just started laying. Fantastic. All right, there you go. There you go. You are marked, and you are now part of the family. So let me destroy this teacup. Bing. This teacup. Bing. And there she is, right there. Beautiful. There you go. Back in the box you go. All right, now let me go get a couple more heavily waxed frames. I want these girls to be able to draw some more comb. We want them to be able to give these girls a place to lay. Oh, yep, our queen excluder is on there. There we go. Oh, goodness. All right, heavy box. All right. That makes me very happy. I'm a very happy beekeeper right now. I was really worried. Okay, your brick goes that away. Good for you. Let's see if we can't go 2 for 2 here. Gonna go ahead and go right down to the bottom. Oh gosh. Okay, that's full. Son of a gun. All right, all right. Let's go ahead and take this with the queen excluder. Okay, or leave the... Oh, that box is full. Okay, you girls are going to get another super as well. Let me go get this hive another super really quick. All right. That's for when we put you back together. Got to get the knee bench out. There you go. All right, let us see. Now there's a big rock in my way here, hindering the knee bench. Okay, let's see what we have going on here. Basically, this super only has, or this deep only has 1, 2, 3, 4 frames of bees left in it. This was one that split themselves with a swarm, and then I actually had to do a split on them because I needed splits. So this hive is very weak, and it may not look like it now because it's got 2 full boxes of honey, but I can tell you that their upcoming brood population is going to crash unless I do something. Okay, this queen has been chewed out. Excellent. Okay, now let's just see if we can find an egg. An egg anywhere is all I need. 1 egg makes me happy. 1 egg, ladies. 1 egg or the queen. See if you can find the queen or an egg. Have a look. You look, I'll look, we'll both look. I do not see her there. Nor do I see any eggs on this frame. Okay, we have no eggs on this frame, and I do not see the queen. And put that back in here. There you go. Let me in. Let's have a look. See if I see any eggs. No eggs yet. That is a frame where there should be eggs. No egg here. Okay, I don't see the queen there. I'll let you have a look. And then we'll look on this side. I didn't see one. If I was a queen, I would be laying on this frame. It has room to lay, freshly drawn comb. But she's not on there. Okay. Okay. We have no eggs. No eggs on this frame yet. And there's plenty of room for her to lay. Let's hope she survived. My fingers are crossed. Okay. And do you see a queen here? I do not. See if I see any eggs on this side. I do not. We have no eggs. No eggs yet. That weed was annoying me. So while we look at this, let's talk about our trivia from last week. I haven't even seen the comments yet, so I don't know. I don't know who got it and who didn't. But the first one was Sheriff Buford T. Justice. He ordered a Diablo sandwich and then had to go take a squirt. Now, that was Smokey and the Bandit. That was actually filmed in Conyers, Georgia. Oh, I've got a bee shooting the banana right in my face. What are you doing? What are you doing? And the second one was a TV show that was also filmed in Georgia that turned into a movie which was filmed in Georgia and also starred in the movie Burt Reynolds from Smokey and the Bandit as Boss Hogg. It was The Dukes of Hazzard. So there you go. That is last week's trivia. I don't know if I have anything for you this week. I mean, we can try to think of something. You can suggest trivia questions down in the comments, and maybe we can put some of those out. Okay, we still have no eggs nor any queen in this hive, and I've only got 2 frames left. Okay, I'm concerned that this queen didn't make it. They did chew her out, and her cage is empty, so she walked out of the cage or she was drug out of the cage. I'm going to assume that she walked out of the cage. I'm going to assume that she is alive and I'm just not seeing her. And we'll go back through these frames again. All right. We only have 2 frames left, and they're not drawn very well. Oh, there's not going to be a queen on there, I don't think. There's nothing happening. I got another bee shooting banana right there, coming in the side, shooting banana right in my face. Does that ever happen to you? Does a bee ever glom on your face mask and just start shooting the attack pheromone right into your mask? Right into your face? That's the second time it's happened with this hive. Okay, let's go get 1, 2. I'm going to get 5 heavily waxed frames. All right, we have some decent frames for them. Started and heavily waxed, so let's get these in there really quick. That is a nice one. We will put this right up against the old brood frames because it's heavily waxed on that side, and we have drawn comb on that side. This one here is kind of janky, but they've started it and I heavily waxed the rest of it. And then this one is heavily waxed, so that will give me those. Now we're going to check these frames again as we come across. And then if we don't find eggs on here next week, we will do a newspaper combined with another hive. Okay, ladies. Here are some nice, heavily waxed frames to give you a head start. This hive is still not showing signs of a queen, but they're showing signs of an angry hive, which is also not good. Because, I mean, it's roaring like it's queenless. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we are going to put this, this heavy box right here. Then we're going to put this empty box on top of that. Try to take advantage of the field force while we can. Oh man, they're putting the banana all over me. Come on, ladies. I'm here to help. I'm your friend. We're buddies. Now the super duper box that is too heavy for me to lift, but we're gonna lift it anyways. Got the old back brace on. Goodness gracious. That is a heavy box. So we know that we have at least 2 boxes of honey available from this hive. They've produced 2 boxes. That's pretty much, I mean, I could ask that of a normal hive on a normal year anyway, so we will see. We'll see what happens. These girls are still, we're going to leave it like that. I'm going to think that there's a queen in there. I'm not going to call it queenless yet, but we are going to have to come back and check it. All right, ladies. Coming in. Bottom entrance and top entrance. I'm coming in. Don't mind the girls that are swarming around my head. Oh, look at the pollen on this girl. Holy moly. You are beautiful. Look at my finger. Let me show you to the camera. Look at the pollen on that girl. Beautiful. Let's see what we got. Okay, top box. Honey, 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 honey. Honey. Empty, empty, but drawing and drawing. This one right here looks like it's not being drawn. Let's just have a quick look at it really quick. Well, that's a deep too. Let me give them. Now, you know what? No, I'm going to save my deeps for brood chambers that need them. Okay, here we go. Okay. That's honey. And we have honey, honey, starting honey, honey, drawing, honey, drawing, and honey. Okay. So they're working on their second box. Okay. See if you ladies have a queen. Let's just see if you have a queen. That's all we want. Show me an egg, I'll be happy, and I'll move on. All right, here we go. Let's have a look. Let us, tomato and bacon on a couple of pieces of bread. Let us have a look. Show me your queen. Okay, they are drawing out comb here, which makes me happy. Oh, we are drawing comb, and we have one teacup right there. It's not charged, but it's a super seeder teacup. We don't like that. Okay, I do not see a queen on that frame, and I didn't think that I would. That's all the way at the edge. Just now drawing it out. So I'm going to let you know now in advance that my battery on my overhead camera is about shot already, which is sad because I won't be able to get any good shots for you. I have another battery that I can put in there and see if it's got some juice. Okay, we have nothing yet. No queen. Come on, show me an egg. Show me an egg. Okay, I don't see a queen. We're going to leave this out for a second. I don't see a queen and I don't see any eggs. Let's see what we can find in here. Show me some eggs, ladies. There's our queen. She made it. Yay! Okay, we're going to mark her. We're going to give her the old marcaroni. Yay. There you go. There you go. We're going to go ahead and put her back down in the hive. That is their queen. Excellent. And we're going to put this back together. I need to see nothing else. I don't think that they're going to be making queen cells. I think they're good to go. They look happy. That is 2 for 3. Very, very happy thus far. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is put our queen excluder on because we know we have a queen. Okay, ladies. This is a very light box, but that's okay. They have a queen that can lay, that can build up a workforce. We still have a good month and a half, month and 3 weeks of the flow. So we will have some bees, not as many as I'd like out foraging, but we'll have some. All right. Beautiful. There you go. Queen right. Let's have a look in here. I've already given them smoke, by the way. Okie dokie. Hokey pokey. Busy hive. Okay, heavy box. That's always a good sign. Okay. A lot of undrawn comb. That is a bad sign. Means we have a low population in here, and we do. These girls need some help. All right, let's have a look here. Oh, ladies, why are you storing honey? Why are you storing honey? I see some fresh capped brood. That's a good sign. It's unlikely that it's that fresh. I don't see any eggs. It might have been the last of what was in here when we took the queen. But that's mostly honey. And then this is mostly honey. Come on, ladies. What are you doing? You're not going to have any room for a queen to lay. No queen. Okay. I'm seeing queen cells down here. That's not good. Not a good sign. Okay, we have teacups. They're not charged because I don't think there's any way to charge them. See a queen there? I do not. Do we see a queen there? More teacups that, again, they can't do anything with them even if they wanted to, because there's no queen to lay an egg in them yet. We're holding out hope. Holding out hope. Uh-oh, wait a second, I may have an egg. Okay, ladies, you're gonna have to get off of this part of the comb. I need to see. Get off there. Nah. Maybe. I might have some eggs on here. They're very small if I do. Very small. Our hope's high. We have our hopes high here. Let's see what we can do here. Do we see a queen? This is all nectar. Girls, what are you doing? There's no place for your queen to lay even if you have one. They're going to get honey bound down on the bottom. Okay, there's no place to lay here on this frame. Why would they do that? They've got boxes up above. There's plenty of room for these girls to store honey upstairs. Why are they storing it downstairs? Okay, I see a lot of empty cells. I do not see a queen. I see what looked like a defunct queen cell, but it's not. Oh, we have supersedure cells all over this frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all capped. They're all capped. What does that tell me? It's telling me that I'm going to have to stand up and finish this inspection. I need to be able to see what's happening. Let's see what we got here. Queen cells on the next frame. I don't see any eggs on here at all. There is where the queen cage was. There's some empty teacups. No queen, no eggs. Okay. Okay, that's empty. It is empty. What that tells me is that they chewed it out, and she either walked out or was drug out. Okay. There's some room to lay there, but I'm seeing a lot of popcorn brood. Oh, I see eggs. I see eggs. We have eggs. I hope it's not drone brood, because we also have a lot of popcorn brood happening here. And if this is popcorn brood, we're in bad shape. There's another queen cell. Let's see if we can't find that queen. Maybe she's laying. Maybe she's laying. Maybe she's in here. Maybe she's in here. Okay. Do we see her there? I don't see her there. Oh, there she is. There's our queen. We have her. We're going to go ahead and mark her. And then we're going to destroy those queen cells. She's hiding. There she is. We got her. Okay. We got her. Hey, ladies, you don't need queen cells. She's just ramping up. Let her ramp. Let her do her ramping thing. Watch out. There she is. There she is. She actually crawled out of the top of my queen cage and back down into the hive. Okay, that makes me happy. We have a queen. Life is good. Life is happy. Okay, there we go. That is that. Happiness. They are queen right. go to the next one. I got to check the battery on this camera. We may not have enough battery for you to hang out through all of this. Oh, okay, my downward looking camera is about out of battery. I got to shut it off. I've got to try to find, oh, this one's about out of battery too. Okay, so here's the situation. This is not going to be a long video today because I have almost no battery left. I'm going to turn you off. You're going to be turned off for a little while, and I will let you know how everything works out in the end. I will see you when I'm finished. It's going to be a few hours, but you go get something to drink, eat dinner, have lunch, have a snack, go to the movies, come back, tune me back in. I'll be back. I got some bad news. I got bad news. There is no more video. This is it. My cameras say I've got 30 minutes worth of record time left on them. I had the batteries on the chargers last night. I took them off this morning, plugged them into the cameras. The camera said I had 4 hours worth of record time. And then about 30, 40 minutes into it here at the bee yard, well, they said I had 30 minutes left. Well, 30 minutes is enough for me to say goodbye. So that's what we're doing. I'm trying to say goodbye before the battery runs completely dead and it just cuts me off. So let me tell you where we are with the Mountain Sweet Honey Queens that I installed in this bee yard that you never even saw me install because there was a crisis trying to get them in here, but I got them in here. And I'll give you a quick summary of the story. We ordered 20 queens. Of the 20 queens that were supposed to be here overnight, they arrived 3 and 4 days later. They had sat in a UPS warehouse for a few days before they finally made it to me. So that is not Mountain Sweet Honey's fault. They sent them overnight. They just didn't get here. UPS didn't deliver. I'm blaming UPS for this one. And I've blamed the USPS in the past because I'm just done with carriers. From now on, if I want queens and I buy queens and I spend $895 on queens, which I did here, I'm going to drive to wherever I need to go and get them. I'm going to get them myself, bring them back here myself. I'm going to be my own postal service. So with all of that said, 4 of those queens arrived dead. They were deceased. Their attendants, everybody inside the little cages were deceased. Wasn't going to happen. Of the remaining 16 queens that I installed in the bee yard, one of them never got chewed out. I think she got chewed out. They eventually ate the candy, but I don't know whether you can see that or not. We've got all the dead bees, the queen, they're living in there. So, well, they're not living. They're dead in there. They died in there. And I guess they ate the candy because it tastes good, but they never released the queen. So of the 20 queens that I got from Mountain Sweet Honey, 5 of them are dead. And I can tell you that this one here was dead probably for the same reason that the other 4 showed up dead, is because they sat in a warehouse at UPS with no food, no water, nothing, for 3 to 4 days before they finally got to me. So there you go, and there you have it. I do recommend Mountain Sweet Honey Queens, and you will see why as we move forward in the season. I've got some of them out here that have already got maybe 2 or 3 frames of milk brood already. These are well-mated queens. But then again, I've got a couple that I didn't find the queen. I just found a couple of eggs in there, so they're not really ramped up yet. But for the most part, we're in good shape in this bee yard. I've got 3 hives that are queenless. 2 of them are my problem, had nothing to do with new queens, never put new queens in them. The last one is these girls. Well, I don't know what I did with that cage. It fell down on the ground. The dead queen that stayed in the cage. The problem is that when I put her in, I killed every attempted queen cell that they had, so that's hopelessly queenless. I have to find some brood in one of these boxes and give them some brood so that they can make a queen. So with all that said, that's kind of where the lay of the land is. We will try to get off to the Honey Creek Bee Yard next week or the week after to see how those girls are doing. I kind of want to let them settle in. And I know that a couple of these swarms that I caught were pretty massive, and I put them in over there. They're probably going to need a super. We might get a box or 2 of honey from that yard this year. I don't know. This is going to be a challenging year because we've had a brood break and a lot of splits taken from this yard to populate that yard. It really hurt me here with the whole queen debacle. It really kind of destroyed my season in this bee yard. All my plans were going fine, and if the bees had showed up when they were promised to show up, again, UPS's fault, this wouldn't have happened and everything would have been on schedule, and I wouldn't have the large brood break or the tiny colonies that I have here because I had to take splits out. Next year, I'm just going to do my splits early March like everybody else does. I'm not going to try to requeen ever again in the spring. I will only do that or launch a new bee yard in the fall and do fall splits. So there you go. There you have it. That's the lay of the land. With all that said, I apologize again for this being such a short video. Next week, we'll have a longer one. I'll get new batteries if I have to. So if you enjoyed what little bit of this video there was, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, take a moment, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified of my new content. I do try to drop a video every Friday. We try to keep it light and have fun. So with all that said, be happy, and I will see you next week. Take care.